Do you have broken Joy-Cons? Because we have a lot. And they all drift. Boo! So, one of them is going to be sent back to Nintendo to fix, but we are going to try and DIY the other ones because they're older. So we bought this kit from Amazon, which we will link below for you to try out. So this kit comes with 2 screwdrivers, 1 tweezer, 2 thumb sticks, 1 pick, 6 thumb caps, 1 pry bar, and extra screws. And this is an image of all the items you get. So step 1 is to unscrew your Joy-Con by removing the 4 screws in the back here. We use the smaller screwdriver. Make sure not to strip the screws by forcing your screwdriver. Once that's done, you can open your Joy-Con by gently prying it open with this pick or with your fingers, whatever works for you. So you just find a little gap and go around trying to gently wiggle the Joy-Con open. And once that's done, make sure not to open it from this side because there's ribbons here. So make sure when you open your Joy-Con, open it from this side, so the curved side, in order to lay it flat. And step 3 is to remove the battery. So you can remove the battery by, once again, using the pick or using your fingers, whatever works. If it's your first time removing the battery, you might encounter some stickiness from tape or adhesive. Just gently wiggle it around until it comes loose. And you can either opt to remove your battery fully or leave it in as we did here. So once that's done, step 4 is to remove the screws in the inner plate. So once again, be gentle while you're doing this. Make sure not to force the screw. And once that's done, there's an extra sneaky one, a sneaky one in the corner there. Make sure not to forget that one. Once that's done, you just also gently remove the frame. And you can see a little ribbon attaching it to the board there. So you can opt to remove that, but we chose to keep it in once again for simplicity's sake. And step 5 is to remove this ribbon. So this ribbon connects the minus or plus sign of your Joy-Con. So to remove this, you just push the button down. And once the button's pushed down, you can remove gently by lifting it up. Here it is once again. You push it down to unlock and remove the ribbon. And do the same thing on the other side. So this ribbon, you lift up the button, so not down like the other one. You lift it up and you pull the ribbon out. And this ribbon corresponds to the actual Joy-Con stick. So this is the part that you will be removing. As you can see, because we did not remove the other one, it gets kind of tangled, but you can just go under. So the next step is to remove the 2 screws holding the Joy-Con stick in place. So just quickly unscrew those there. And once that's done, you can remove your joystick. So when you're removing it, there is a little black part which keeps all the dust out and keeps it in place, kind of more like a cover. Make sure to keep the cover in when you're removing it. So you just gently wiggle the joystick around and hold in the cover while you're removing it. So step 7 is to insert your new joystick. So just put your new one in exactly how the old one was placed. So we had to put it down because we didn't remove anything, and it's a little hard to hold everything all at the same time. So put your ribbon back how you found it. It was underneath. Step 8 is to screw the screws back in. Beautiful, wonderful, doing a great job. If we can do it, you can do it. Now here you reinsert the ribbons. It might be a little rough. It took us a little while. Once you put the ribbons back, make sure you lock the ribbons in again. So this one goes back up because it went down, and the other one goes down. It's opposite. It's a little hard. Just watch what we do in the video. So once everything is secured, you put the frame back in place, just like how you found it. Line up all the holes. Make sure everything fits. Make sure everything fits nice and flat. then step 11, put those screws back in. Don't forget the sneaky link in the corner there though. Alright, put your battery back. Make sure not to mix things up. You can kind of figure out where the battery goes by just looking at where the wires are. And then you just close your Joy-Con back. Easy peasy. Make sure those ribbons are lined up and make sure they don't stick out. So make sure the ribbons go in nicely and they line up. And close your Joy-Con. There you go, nice and flat. So once that's done, the last step is to just put those 4 screws back in. Once again, not screwing it too tight. And you are done. And everything's good. Give it a wiggle. Make sure it feels nice. Make sure everything's good. If it's not, then you maybe have to redo some of it. And then the last step is to calibrate it. So make sure the stick is actually working. In our case, yay, it is working. Make sure you go left, right, up, down, all around. There's no drift here, no more drifting. We did it, and it doesn't cost us a pretty penny. Yay! If we can do it, you can do it. Period. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.